And in his opening statement, he said, I care deeply about these public lands. They are not USFS or Forest Service lands. They are our lands, public lands, and an agency has been selected to manage them for us. And he wants to make 2 points today. The first point is a question. How did we get there? Primarily in the Western National Forest, the high fire risk situation. Others have talked about it, but Ted's perspective is the U.S. Forest Service has reduced forest management and timber harvesting by 85% since the 1990s. Secretary of Agriculture Vilsack publicly announced in the Obama administration that there are over 50 million acres of dead and dying timber in Western National Forest, yet nothing has been done about it. Today, there are approximately 90 to 100 million acres of dead and dying. Yet there is still no declaration of a disaster by the same Secretary Vilsack, in a second term. Well, 10,000 Americans die annually from smoke inhalation in California each and every year. And that's just tragic. And Stubb's done a lot of research on trying to find the factual basis where there's smoke-related incidents. The administration, Congress, and the agency did not establish a sufficient pace and scale to conduct these operations and use the timber management function to help pay for it. Again, Chief Randy Moore continues to keep managed wildfire in his toolkit, the results of which have been more fire, more smoke, more firefighters placed at risk, more critical wildlife habitat lost, and threatened and endangered species burned, and more natural resources consumed. He questions, where did this authority to violate the Threatened and Endangered Species Act come from? Deliberate burning of threatened and endangered species habitat is considered a take under the Endangered Species Act. This is a serious question that should be prevented before the chief and Congress. His second major point concerns the use of prescribed fire and prescribed fire burning policies. He states the agency is misusing prescribed burning, primarily due to the burning in the fall when the dry fuel moistures are normally unpredictable winds prevail. Instead of in the spring where the generally higher fuel moisture conditions across the West. One national forest that he knows of has gone totally away from fall burns and now uses strictly spring burns. Less heat, less intensity. And the silviculturists say they can find sufficient planting spots to do their site preparation. Fall burning is extremely high risk and should be looked at and evaluated carefully. With that, that's Ted's written testimony. And again, I'd like to reiterate that Stub is doing this with a vast, long tenure as a resource line officer and a man of great expertise in the management of our national forests. Thank you.
Thanks, Phil.
I happen to have known Stub since 1960 when we were attending college together at Humboldt State. Stub is a forester who has spent a great deal of his career in the whole interactions of forest fires, wildfires, forest management, planning, budgeting, supervising, and doing just about every action you can think of in his long tenure as a forest supervisor on 2 national forests, a district ranger, timber sale planning officer, just about every effort you can imagine.